Hello, welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. It's about a quarter to 10 on January 23rd, and socked in the clouds today, and definitely warmer today. You can definitely feel it was warmer and kind of gloomy. Not much precipitation on Long Island, however, to our north. They've been dealing with a bit of a freezing rain event, so if we look at the weather thing here, you'll see the winter weather advisory for upstate light wintry mix for areas north and west of New York City, but it's not really affecting us. Looking at the radar, you can see there are a few showers, a few stray showers there coming off in central Jersey, going into the water south of Long Island, but you can see mainly the steadier precipitation is off to the north. So let's go to our statistics for the day at iSlip. And looking at our statistics, we were up to 42 today. That's 3 degrees above normal. Our low of 33 was 9 degrees above normal. So here we are again with a crazy 7-degree above normal anomaly. And you can see we've gotten month to date 5.64 inches of rain. Our normal is supposed to be 2.78, and we're going to be well above what we're supposed to get because more rain is on the way, unfortunately. So let's look at our radar right now, and you'll see again that light wintry mix, maybe a little bit of light snow up in New York here. And then here's the other system. This is the system that's going to bring us some heavier rain as we get into Thursday. And there's even some severe weather here, marginal risk for severe weather. We got a lot of thunderstorms here going through Texas into Dallas. It's a big mess here of precipitation here that we have. And then in the west, here's another system coming right into California. And there was flash flooding in a lot of flooding in San Diego yesterday. Actually, San Diego it broke its all-time rainfall record yesterday. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about that as well. Let's look at the lightning here and see how much lightning is being produced by these storms in the south. I'm just kind of curious. It's not a ton. But yeah, let's talk about San Diego before we get started here. Before I forget, because I don't want to forget here. But we get heavy rains, flooding. Let's see. We get to the latest news on San Diego here. But there was a record rainfall here. Floods in San Diego lead to record rainfall in San Diego. So we have record rainfall. Record rainfall. This is a big deal here. It's just another sign here. Wettest January day on record here. So widespread flooding, wettest day in January on record. This is all from the Super El Nino here. Fourth wettest day on record. Here are the rainfall totals. So we can actually take a look and show you how much rain they've gotten there. And let's see what they've gotten here. So they've gotten more rain in the past 3 days. So nearly 3 inches of rain in some areas, which is a lot for San Diego. And that's really incredible here. So you list some of them here. Over 3 inches, some of them 4.50 inches. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, I saw videos of cars getting swept away, and it's pretty bad. You can see across the country, we got a lot of misery across the country. You can see lots of low pressure systems here. And you can see that one in the south there. We got the Atlantic Ridge. And the only area that's dry right now is the North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota. Almost every state's dealing with some kind of precipitation or cloud cover. It's ridiculous. So we'll take the satellite out a little more here, and we'll show you. We'll take this out to the CONUS view. And you'll see here, here are your systems here. And again, they're all kind of lined up. You can see no one's really got any clear skies anywhere across the whole country right now. We're all stuck in the clouds, pretty much. You can see here, here's System 1. Here's System 2 on the edge here. You can see that's your System 2, and that's because of the Pacific Jet that we've got. The Firehose is back again, and it's misery. So we'll show you a loop of the Northern Pacific here. You can get a chance to look at these Firehose systems here. It's one look at it. You can see there's one system there. Let's see if we can get another view here. I just like Pacific Coast. Yeah, this is the best one to use. So you can see here's the next one coming in. All right, so it's going to be one after another. This is going to cause a lot of flooding in California again. I mean, it used to be sunny California, but not anymore, right? You know, you used to be in California, used to count on sunny, mild weather in the winter. No, not anymore, apparently. So, anyway, let's look at the weather and hazards data viewer, and you'll see here that across much of the country, because of all the moisture, we've got stagnation, dense fog advisory, got flood watches in the south, some flash flood warnings in parts of Texas and Louisiana, and even one lone severe thunderstorm warning over here in western Texas. And then we have winter weather advisories off to our north because of that ice, some of the wintry mix that they've been getting up there. So right in here on Long Island, we're down to 36 degrees at Islip. So let's take a look at what our highs were across the area, our highs and lows. Highs on Long Island were generally in the mid-40s, and mid-40s, though as you got toward the Forks, a little bit cooler, upper 30s there. North of the city, you could see how it was cooler there. And then south, as we go south, you'll see that it is warmer. We had temperatures getting upper 40s and even a 50-degree reading. And Jersey is going to be getting even warmer than that. Looking at our lows, nothing really remarkable here. Lows in the mid-30s. A little bit cooler in New Jersey. I guess maybe that a little bit of radiational cooling before the clouds rolled in, upper 20s. Other than that, above normal pretty much. You know the deal. So going to our storm prediction center, again, you see that marginal risk in the south. Usually don't show this in the winter, but yeah, you can see there's a marginal risk in the south as well for day 2 as well. And we'll just jump over to day 3 if we can. Doesn't seem to want to do that. All right. Well, it doesn't want to do that. So anyway, let's go to the models now and talk about what we got coming, because it's going to suck, as you know. Got a parade of systems here. And you can see here that for tomorrow, nothing really. The heavy rain, maybe we'll have some light rain, maybe some drizzle. But it's tomorrow night into Thursday. That's when we start getting into the steadier rain. And it's going to linger around probably until at least first part of Friday. Then it dries out a little bit. High pressure builds in for Saturday. At least puts a stop to the rain. And then here comes our next system for Sunday. It's going to be another rainy Sunday, it looks like, behind that. And it could linger into Monday as well. And so the rest of January looks pretty cruddy, unfortunately. Going beyond that, though, there is hope at least that things get a little colder, as you see, a little bit colder. But as far as the rest of this month goes, it's going to be suck. It's going to be a lot of suck, that's for sure. The best way to put it, I guess. So let's look at the short-range models here. We'll go to the HRRR and show you, again, a various short-range models. So you can see a little bit of light rain overnight, maybe into Wednesday morning, and then just it won't really be that much rain tomorrow during the day. It's at night as we get toward the nighttime hours after 7, 8 o'clock that the steadier rain moves in. Nothing heavy. It'll just be steadier rain, and it's going to rain all night long into Thursday. Here it goes, lingering to Thursday. And even Thursday here, it just doesn't really have it stopped. This is as far out as it goes, and it's still going to be raining. So we're going to have like at least a 24-hour period, close to a 24-hour period of nonstop rain, pretty much. So if we look at the total accumulated precip, that will add up to about an inch to maybe an inch and a half of rain across most of the area. That's what the HRRR is showing. We'll look at the dew points and wind flow here, so you get an idea of what's happening. So here's your dew points and wind flow, and you'll see again that southeast wind tomorrow. And even if it's not raining, there might be some drizzle around, some annoying drizzle. And then as we get to Thursday, you can see here comes the warmer air coming into the picture here. And these are the dew points. It's going to get quite warm on Thursday. So it looks like the HRRR does want to bring that warm front through. And that's going to bring in some really humid conditions here. Dew points into the 50s, maybe even 60s. We're looking at dew points. These aren't actually the air temperatures. So this is ridiculously warm air that we are looking at. So when we go ahead and look at our temperatures, you'll see after 30s tonight and probably mid to upper 40s tomorrow. Once we get into Thursday, Jersey could be pushing mid to upper 60s, perhaps even close to 70, and we'll be close to 55 to 60. So it's going to be very warm. Again, southwesterly flow, but it's going to be raining. That's the thing. We're doing it with no sun. I mean, if I put it might be. Yeah, see, complete cloud cover. We're doing it with no sun. So if the sun came out, imagine how much warmer it would be. So it's just crazy to see this, and it's totally not normal. But again, um, so that's what the HRRR is looking like. Let's look at the NAM model. The NAM. See, we have this disagreement here. The NAM has the warm front basically not moving through. So you have disagreements on how far this warm front is going to get, and some models do underestimate it. So let's look at the MSLP and precip, and then we'll go to the radar simulation here on the NAM3, so you get an idea. So it's just, again, very light precipitation during the day tomorrow, but the NAM does start moving in the evening hours. You can see some steadier rain moving in there, and then a little bit of a break, and then some more rain, though. Again, it's not going to really be that heavy. It's just going to be persistent. Now, the NAM seems to want to, the NAM just continues it. Here we are on to Thursday. So, again, you're just going to be having a period of wet weather right through at least Friday here on the NAM. This is the NAM now, right? So, now let's go to the radar simulation on the NAM. So, here again tomorrow, you see that very light precipitation, but then it gets steadier later on. And then we get a little break, and then Thursday, again, here's Thursday. It does show a little bit of a break on Thursday, but then as you get toward the evening, the steadier rain winds up moving through again. It'll just be moderate. It won't be anything torrential or heavy, but it's just going to be a nuisance. That's as far as we got on the NAM3. If we want to look at the total accumulated precip on this, you can see, again, that 1 to 1.5 inch is a good bet, I think, of rain. It's going to put us, obviously, we're well above normal already. It's going to put us in, I don't know what the wettest January on record is, but maybe we'll be in the top 5 at least. Wouldn't be surprised. So if we want to go a little further out, we can use the NAM12. And you can see not much more after that. But let's look at the NAM12 here. This is the radar simulation on the NAM12. All right, not quite as high resolution, but you kind of get the idea that we're going to be dealing with the rain, pretty much a wet period from tomorrow afternoon all the way straight through Friday morning. So over a day's worth of this, and then finally, by later Friday, we finally start getting out of it. But it won't be until then, unfortunately, that we do get out of it. You can see this is a Saturday here, and it even shows a little more. This is way out into the future here. Saturday is as far out as this model goes, but it's even showing a little bit of rain. It might make it into parts of Jersey on Saturday, so Saturday will not be a great day. So, obviously, with disagreements on the models, where this warm front's going. So let's look at the GFS. We'll take a look at this as well. So here's your GFS. You can see here easterly winds, southeasterly winds, and then you can see GFS is now trying to show it's actually showing the warm front getting stuck on Thursday. And like I said, we could be dealing with temperatures. These are the dew points, but we could be dealing with much cooler temperatures. Well, Jersey deals with much warmer temperatures. The warm front probably tries to make it through on Friday, or comes close to making it through. But see, we do have that disagreement in the models, and then it gets pushed back to the south on Saturday, and get a temporary reprieve from the rain before it comes back into the picture again for Sunday with this next storm system here. So let's look at our temperatures. So again, this is your temperature anomaly for Thursday. So you can see the warm front kind of gets stuck to the south of us. And you can see Jersey is very warm, like Ocean County south with at least 50s and 60s, while we're dealing with temperatures only in the mid-40s. And then for Friday, still, it actually has, it's factoring that the cold air damming is going to hold a little more. And Jersey could be, again, you could be pushing 70 in some parts of southern New Jersey, while we'll be in the mid to upper 40s. It's pretty crazy where this warm front gets stuck. And if the warm front does get stuck like this, there's a good chance that even if it's not raining on Friday, we're going to have annoying drizzle. So, yeah, maybe 3 wet days in a row. It's going to really be really crappy. But we do get a break on Saturday. We do get a break on Saturday, though it won't be clear. So there'll be probably plenty of clouds around. But at least it will be dry. But we're going to have, like I said, quite a bit of rain here. So if we look at the total accumulated precip on the GFS, again, that 1 to 1.5 inch amount seems to be fairly good. as far as what we're going to be getting. So yeah, it's going to suck. We'll just look at the RGM as well to show the RGM as well, and you can see again that 1 to 1.5 inch amount there. And if we, it's not going to show the. We can look at this as well here for the precipitation. So again, get an idea of visualizing it again. So lighter precipitation tomorrow night. The steadier stuff moves in later tomorrow night, lingers around Thursday and Friday. And look at that, even Friday, it still hasn't lingering around. At least we don't really get out of it until later. I'm curious, though, if it brings the warm front through. So let's see if it does. So we have different, the models are kind of out to lunch on where this warm front's going to go. But given climatology, I'm leaning toward it getting stuck somewhere just to our south. And that we may not actually look at that. I mean, that shows how warm it could be in Jersey on Friday, pushing close to 70 degrees. While we'll be in the maybe up mid to upper 40s and 50s. Look at it's not going to show us the winds, but it will not going to show us the dew points and wind flow. But yeah, it's showing the winds are a little different in our area, but quite interesting. And they're doing it again with cloud cover, which again is something. So we'll have to see where this warm front winds up. We're just not sure at this point where it's going to wind up. So there's other models we can use. We can go to the European model as well. So let's do that next and look at the temperatures on that. So European also doesn't want to bring it through. Here's Friday. Look at that. So yeah, it could be baking in Jersey. Well, it won't be so bad over here. Here's Thursday. So it's still going to be warm, but not going to be as bad as some of the models are painting it. We'll have to see. It all depends on where this warm front winds up, and that we just don't know at this point. You know, you can see there's the cooler air that does build back down on Saturday again. So with that all said, let's go to the windy.com model. I mean, I'm not going to look at the skies because we're gonna have nothing but clouds. I mean, want to go back to the RGM? I guess we could, but just show you we're going to be nothing in the clouds. So Saturday, it's as far out as we got. All right, but you can see here if we look at the GFS here, you'll see it just keeps us pretty much in the clouds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday. We're still not out of it. So we're not going to see the sun for a while. This is just a terrible, terrible pattern. If we go to the CONUS here, it kind of just shows. We'll go to the 700 to 300 humidity, and you'll see just lots and lots of moisture all across the country. That fire hose is just raging and just basically just giving us all misery here. It's just one system after another, after another, after another. It's just the rest of this month is going to suck. I'm telling you, this month was a horrible month. This is one of the worst Januaries I can ever remember. Just unbelievable, and one of the warmest too, I might add as well. So actually, before I go over to windy, let's look at the preliminary climate data for iSlip. We'll go to iSlip. We're just going to go to the preliminary for this month. I'm just kind of curious to see how we are running as far as temperatures go. So we are 0.8 degrees above normal, and that's with that week of cold. And now we're going to, with this warm weather, we're going to definitely be quite a bit above normal for our precipitation. You can see we're 2.97 inches. We're going to have double the amount of precipitation that we should have in this month. And we may be going for one of the top wettest Januaries on record as well as the wettest Decembers on record. It's just unbelievable. And, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm so sick of it. I really, truly do hate the rain now. I hate the rain. So let's look at the, if you've seen that Weather Channel commercial, you know what I'm saying. I've shared it. I can share it again, but let's look at this, and we're going to show you what I mean by the drizzle. So let's go to clouds and visibility. So here we go. This will show you what I mean. Even if it's not raining, you'll still have some annoying drizzle around, perhaps. You see that there for the afternoon tomorrow. And then it gets worse as we head into the, and then you can see that. Here's Thursday. You can see that. So even Friday, still drizzling, maybe by 4 p.m., finally out of it. So we're going to have 3 really crappy days in a row here. Well, at least 2 really crappy days in a row, so put it that way. 2.5 crappy days in a row. So put it like, let's see, 48 hours and maybe, could say 60 hours of just misery. Starts tomorrow. What can I say? It really is going to be really crappy. So I guess that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. My advice to you, you're just going to have to stay indoors, which really sucks. Or if you've got the money, go on a plane and fly somewhere that's not raining. I don't know where you can go. Maybe Flagstaff. I don't know at this point. But that's going to be it. Thank you for watching and have a good night.